Happy Friday, everyone. It is 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting my second cup of coffee. I've been at work working really hard since 5:30 this morning, and I was like, I need a second cup of coffee. So it is Friday. I'm starting this vlog a day early. I don't think I'm going to film anything on Sunday. I'm not sure. It depends. We have things to do. It just depends on when we do them. I have some indoor plants here that I've watered. I ordered these off Amazon, and this one looks really good. This one had a bunch of leaves on it, and then they all fell off, and I just have this one, but it's growing. That's good. This one, I don't know what happened to it. I mean, so I've watered them. I've got to place them back where they go, and I've got to do that today. I'm also going to, at lunchtime, I'm going to take an early lunch. I have some seeds to plant out in my vegetable garden. Every week I've been planting another seed so that, you know, I'll have 2 spinach slots, or I'll have 2 carrot slots that are actually germinating at different times, so that I have different harvest times, and I have a bunch of seeds to plant this morning with that. We got in our flagpole yesterday, so I don't know if that's going up this week or next week. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to James. I've also got a lot of stuff around the house, as you can see. All this. This is, I have a Poshmark account, and I'm going to be placing all of it. A lot of it is Aiden's clothes that he's getting rid of them. Some of them are my clothes, and I'm also going to got an Etsy shop that I'm going to be posting stuff like hats and jewelry and everything. And so I've got to take pictures of all that and get it all up in the. I've got to get all the descriptions and everything taken care of and get it posted. And I'm hoping to have this video posted on Tuesday, because that's whenever I'm going to post everything on Etsy and on Poshmark. That's my goal. And I will put the links of my stores down in the description so you can go look. I'm going to have them at garage sale prices, basically. Just trying to get rid of them. You know, trying to clean out my little area. And I'm also thinking about putting my Fiesta wear up, because I love my Fiesta wear. It's just, I've had it for so many years, I've outgrown it. So I'm thinking about putting my Fiesta wear up. So if you want some Fiesta wear, I want new dishes, so I have to sell that in order to get new dishes. Now I have other plates and everything, obviously, to, you know, go through until we get our regular, until we get new plates once I sell those. Okay, I gotta go to work. Good morning, everybody. So I didn't get anything done yesterday out here in the beds because it was really, really windy. So I'm planting my seeds today before I feed all my plants. And I got a haircut. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all of these seeds planted to kind of stagger some stuff for growth. And I'll give you a garden tour a little later on. I'm gonna get the plants fed. We got some stuff we're doing around the house today. We're gonna get the lights finished. I'm gonna prime a door. Just a bunch of little stuff. Take you along with me. Alright, let me get going before the wind gets really, really bad. Alright, something I have been dreading to do is priming the outside of this door, because it's a hollow door, so that if it rains, it doesn't destroy the door. Done the first coat. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that strip yet or not. I'm just not sure. I've got to figure out a way to do that corner and the top, but because all I have is a roller. But the main part of the door, first coat is done. All right, so the first coat, I found a brush. The first coat has been done all the way around. It looks better. Got to wait for it to dry to do the second coat. James is starting on all of this. This actually cost us like $90. But one of the things in this bag, this. I got this for the hummingbird feeder instead of a wire, so I'm going to see if it works. So let me go check it out. It worked. So happy about that. Because I might have paint on my nose. Because we did see a hummingbird today, so I wanted to move that. So James is outside doing lights, and I wanted to show you our project goal board that we do and what's going on, so you know how we have, what details we're doing. You're hearing the washing machine in the background. So these are projects that we listed that we like to get done around the house. When we moved in, as you can see, there was 12 projects. We're down to like 4. And it's like things that we have to build, but we're not doing a headboard until we get a bigger bed. The desk isn't being done this year at all. That window seat wall is that's not being done at all this year. We're about to start working on the sprinkler system. Wires are gonna be done in a couple of days. So then we went over and we did goals for 2021, and we had 6 main goals that we wanted to do. And we're down to 4. So the bottom deck, the front porch, those are gonna be done together. We're just waiting a little while for lumber to kind of go down, and then the garage will be done this fall. The flagpole sitting in a box right there. That's not gonna be done this weekend. It'll probably be done. We want to have the flagpole up before the 21st of April, because it's San Jacinto Day in Texas, but we don't know if we're gonna be able to do that because we gotta get concrete and everything. Then we went and we make goals each month. And this one was lights. There's the flagpole. This one was prime the door, which has been on the project list and on here since we moved in. I finally did it. Wires, we're waiting for Landon next weekend to run through the attic. It's our wires. It's that wire right there. As you can see, it goes around here, and there's that wire over there on the floor. It'll focus. So we're running those through the attic. We're waiting for Landon because he's thin and he can move around in the attic. Sprinkler systems, as I said, we're going to be doing that. I've got to clean out the gym closet. It says air vents. It means air filters. Whenever I clean out the gym closet, James will change the air filters. I'll talk about that one in a second. We got to get a kettle panel. We've got to wait for Landon for this to get the barbecue pit out of the back of the truck because it's a 3-person job. And then quote-unquote garage sale is all of that stuff on the dining room table. That's going to be on Poshmark and on Etsy. Now, tiling the garden, we're still trying to figure out if we're going to fully tile it or what's going on. That's why it's on the list, but we're going to get it done this month. Because we don't know if we want to completely tile it or if we want to plant some grass in it. And it's just going to be a lot of work, and so we're trying to focus on doing it because that's going to be a big project. So I've been procrastinating and putting it off because I hate painting, done, as you saw. James is right there working. And all that's left for me to do today is inside work for the most part. I did feed all of my stuff. I've got to put dirt in my potatoes still. And I took back down my green stalk because I wasn't sure if the strawberries were getting enough sun. So they're sitting there just getting more sun. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take you around and show you what's going on in this area. So I covered these up last weekend, so I need to recover them. My goodness, look at the growth. Those are the potatoes. I did kind of weed out some of my spinach. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to do on those. And then my watermelons, there's more coming up. I just planted this row, which is squash. It's actually little pumpkins. My spinach, here's the deal about my spinach. I think this is getting overwatered because look at that. They're not growing and they're starting to die. So I planted a few spinach seeds in here to see if I can get more growth. And then I planted one cucumber seed because I didn't plant one in the middle there. So I planted that. Over here, my beans are looking good. I started seeing it, this is lettuce, so it's starting to really grow bigger. And my kale, look at this, yay. And broccoli is really starting to, and I planted some more broccoli seeds too. So we're gonna go over here. More beans. I actually planted more beans along this root side today. And then this, I planted more spinach for like baby spinach. This is mustard. I planted a few mustard seeds today because there's my mustard right there. I'm hoping it grows a little bit more. Anything that I had fed fish oil to 2 weeks ago, I did not feed it to today. So I'm waiting for it to grow a little bit more. I'll probably feed it next week, but like the stuff I planted today, I did feed. Leeks, here are my leeks. They're sprouting up all over the place. And then my eggplants, and I went ahead and planted like one more seed because the one that was growing down there just died on me. See, there's a lot more sticks in this one. This is, if you can see right there, these are ground cherries. I planted more broccoli right in here. I just planted it like in a batch. And I did the same thing for lettuce right in here. Then here I have carrots, which they haven't germinated yet. I planted those last weekend, I believe. Then here are my tomatoes, and I'm starting to see more of my tomato plants come up. As I said, this one is the red tomatoes. These are the green, and they're starting to sprout. And then down here, my cherry tomatoes are starting to come up. See right there. Sorry about the painted finger, but you know, still working. Over here, here's the funny thing about this. So this is my pepper thing. I just took the screen off of it. We're going to see if the cats run around in it. So I do have, let's see if I can get it right here, pepper plants growing. However, for some reason, in two parts of this bed, that's an onion. I don't know why it's there. Maybe the wind blew it. There's another one over there. I'm just gonna let it do its thing and be a happy plant. But I've got a couple of plants, habaneros and jalapenos growing in here. I've got a couple of seedlings that have germinated quite a bit, actually. So hopefully in the next week or two, because now it's really warm, they'll start really growing. All right, in this bed, I went through and I weeded out, and I think I'm gonna have to weed out some more because I can see like this one, red onions, but I've got quite a few of them growing. Planted another row of red onions. Planted a second row of carrots here. Here's my carrots, they're taken off. And then I still gotta go through and really pull, like, weed out my white onions. But I planted a second row right here. Then the strawberries. Oh my goodness, look, this one's starting to turn red right here. I'm so excited. Look at that. So I took this down because I didn't think that the plants were getting enough sun. Like this plant's really small, I want it to grow. This plant's really small, so. And I may have needed to put more dirt on this, but it is what it is. It's already planted. But that's those. The herb garden. I planted another rosemary plant right here, or another rosemary seed right here. I actually came out this morning and there was, like right here, and I pulled it up, a mushroom. And I was like, what in the world? But my basils, these are the Genevieve, and these are the lemon basils. They're starting to sprout up. Got a couple of them. Is that it? No, that's not it. My time still has not gone. But look at this. Cannot wait. And my chives have actually seeded. They've actually bolted, which I'm okay with. They can take up this part of the bed, and I can actually move them and everything. This beauty is just going. It's living its life. It's It's awesome. I'm about to start making like mint teas and putting it in my water. We'll go over here. Really, I mean, I know that's a weed. I'm just leaving it because honeybees. We found that there are honeybees coming in our yard. So here is the calla lilies. They haven't germinated yet. These are my garlic. As you can see, they're starting to turn yellow. They're not quite ready. I mean, I've got to wait for half the plant, but my goodness, you've got some garlic. I've got new growth on this Graham Thomas rose bush. I don't see any roses yet, but that's okay. Sweet peas are going good. I see a lot of zinnias popping up. I see a lot of weeds too, but it's okay. These, I think, are my bee balms plants, which I'm excited about. So, a lot of growth over here. James's cactus has grown quite a bit. The cats hide here so they can go to the bird bush. James's cactus has grown quite a bit. It's got weeds in it, but I'll weed it for him. And then over here, that little cactus is doing good. Here's the blue bonnets. And then we've got some, I actually looked it up and I can't remember what it's called, but some pink flowers in here. And I've got another iris over there. They keep blooming, so I'm just leaving them until they die back. Then I'm gonna grab the bulbs. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave this wild until we put in the, have to put in the garage. All right, let's go over here. Weeds. Raspberry bush. There's some zinnias there. Blackberry bush is starting to get shoots down here, I believe. I'm not sure if it is or not, but I'm just keeping it. I have this app on my phone that I can take pictures of everything, but it couldn't identify it this morning. These are new, and these are right where my gladiolas are, so I don't know if I don't think the gladiolas, but my gladiola is right there. That rose bush starting to have flowers. And a hydrangea, I'm not sure, but I'm just leaving it. Just leaving it, seeing if it'll go. The other hydrangea, it's still sitting here and growing, and I'm not sure if it's supposed to bud yet. I've got to read more about it. So, but yeah. Now, I've potted some new stuff. This is snapdragons, but they haven't germinated. I did that this week. These, look at these. They're starting to take off. Super excited about that. The iris is still living. Not iris, ivy. These, my 2 tomatoes. I had plants going in them and both the pots fell over, so I replanted I planted 2 tomato seeds. This, go up here. This is starting to bud. This is Galandria and golden balls. That's what they're called. Planted more gladiolus. Planted the rest of my gladiolas here in this pot, and I'm waiting. I did that this week. Planted lavender in that one this week. Transplanted one of my zinnias in this pot to see if I can transplant, because I've been sucking at it lately. It's living right now, good. These are Zinnias and Cosmos. So, look at this. It's great. And we've got growth here and growth here. So just waiting. Sweet peas are doing good, and then I transplanted the sweet peas that was in that red pot into this pot because that rose bush is dead. So we're gonna see about this transplant, and then I put 2 zinnias in them. They're looking good and they've stayed alive so far. And my yesterday, today, and tomorrow plant. It's over here. Got it deadheaded a little bit. It has no blooms right now, but it does have some purple buds about to go, and I gave it food today, so I'm going to go ahead and get this all these dead white flowers off of it, and let it produce or focus more on producing more flowers. So I filmed that for me to see from one week to the next what's grown and what hasn't, because you know, I'm learning patience with this. You know, I see a lot of homesteaders and gardeners that have really big tomato plants, and I'm like, why are mine so small? Oh wait, I planted in the ground. They did seeds in trays because I suck at transplanting seeds, or transplanting little plants into the soil. Still learning that aspect of gardening. So it's all about patience. And my grandfather's seed sowed straight to the ground, so that's what I'm gonna do. But I do have to work on those potatoes, and then I've got to water them once I get the dirt in. A man in his natural habitat on a ladder, but all the wire has now been hung. We actually had to go back and get more wire because we measured, and as you can see right there, we had to tie it together. So now he's putting zip ties through. He's redoing all the the bottom wires, the lights. He's tightening them up and everything. So pretty soon we'll put lights on, and then tonight you'll be able to see it with the lights lit. Oh, and the second coat of this is done. Yes. All right, you can't see it because it's daylight. I'll come out at night, but all the bulbs are up and the lights are complete. Just check that off the list. Yay! Oh, that white wire is Mister's. James just seeing if they work. Here I am. I have a feeling I'm going to be dreading this in a second. So I'm going to turn you off real quick. Well, here. Shouldn't go. I don't want to move. Okay, here it goes. I hear something. Yep, they work. Okay, turn them off. Okay, yeah. This is Chinese water. Look, that's what it looks like. We have a motion detector light that's on the porch. The cat has tripped, but it's really good. Love it. It's Sunday morning, and it's like noon. It's actually almost 1. We've had like a lazy morning, especially after last night with the lights. We actually stayed up till about 12 to turn on those lights, just so it was fully dark. And I have been a bit busy. I still gotta clean the kitchen. I put dinner on for tonight, but this is a bunch of the clothes that I'm about to start taking pictures of. And then over here, some more clothes, jewelry, hats, and just little knickknacks. I went through, I need to pull these out, selling those. But also been cross stitching, so I'm making ornaments that I'm gonna sell, and those are some of the ornaments. So today, outside, all we have to do is look at the sprinklers and add dirt to my potato bags. I took a nap already, so I'm drinking a cup of coffee. But I also wanted to say, this morning, whenever I was awake and I was working on that tile area for my garden, I came to the realization I'm just gonna hold off. Not gonna worry about it. Probably this fall, that's whenever I'll start on it, because it doesn't need to be completely completed for it to grow food. And I'm not gonna stress myself out over it. but we do need, our water heater works fine, but it's old. Me and James said we need to replace the water heater. So instead of taking the money that I have saved for that area, I'm gonna buy a water heater. That also means, as I was talking to James, instead of me doing this area here, you know, finishing up my garden with tiling it in or whatever we were gonna do, we'll start on this area and start getting the estimates and everything to get the garage and whatnot. Because once we get the garage up, it's actually a spot where we can, when we get all the pavers, we have a place to put it. We can actually drive back here and put it back here instead of hauling it all the way from the front to the back. We can work on our bottom deck. We can work on our front porch. So I think this is more of a priority to get done, or not a priority. It's more feasible for us to get this done first before we finish everything else up, because having this garage area done is going to help out in all the other areas. Except for the water heater, we are going to get that done because I'm going to hire someone to put it in. Alright, so I'm going to go finish my coffee, which it's almost there, and then we're going to get some potatoes, get some dirt on some potatoes, and we're going to do the sprinklers. Alright, so let's see if you can see this. We're working on the sprinkler system. We found out zone 1, there's nothing. We think it's broken. We're gonna have to, it's in the front yard. Zone 2 is working fine. This is zone 3. There's, I think, 6 or 8 zones. But this gets a pretty wide area, but it doesn't cover these pipes that are poking up. But, oh yeah, our be great to be doing this in the evening. Okay, I think he's done with this zone, so I'm gonna move on to the next one. How many more plugs? Okay. Yeah. This zone makes no sense to us because it's back there, it's back over there, and then it's like here, and then there are 5 sprinklers in this little area, so we're going to plug off all but one because it's just causing, that needs a new head. It's just causing a mess. Alright, so we're at the last zone, and what's happening is this yard, the sprinkler system covers basically the whole yard. Over here it's missing like this whole area and this whole area. There's one zone that needs work really bad, but this sprinkler system is so screwed up. Like, I'll show you. Take my shoes off because they are soaking wet. See, for instance, see that sprinkler right there? Right underneath it, that black thing, that's another sprinkler. There's another one over there, sprinkler that's running. There's another sprinkler system right next to it. Both of those are popping up. It's just like, this is crazy. There's a sprinkler system. So this area, once the ones that are in the ground that aren't running are zone 5. Once we get zone 5 fixed, it's one sprinkler that's causing it all. To give it pressure, it'll be fine. But this is just nuts. Like, there's nothing in this bed. There's 5 in that bed. There's 5 in this bed. There's 5 in that bed. There's 3 in that bed, which I don't mind it being in the beds, but I really want my grass to be green and beautiful. Oh look, female cardinal in the tree. And all the cats gave up on the backyard because they kept getting sprayed. You can tell that I'm pretty much done for the day when my toms are all wet, soaking wet out there, drying in the sun. This, these overalls, like the buttons are unbuttoned. I'm ready to take them off, take a shower, and go to bed. Because yesterday we were really busy, we did a lot, and there was still a lot to do today, and we got, like, we worked forever on the yard with the sprinkler system. And we were getting down in it. Some of the sprinklers weren't coming up, so we were having to let them come up, clean them really good because they've been sitting in the ground over the winter and everything. And I'm tired. It's been a really busy weekend. We did not get to the potato bags. That's okay. We can wait until tomorrow. I told James, let's just wait until tomorrow. So James is in the shower. The sun's still up. It's like 6 o'clock in the evening. James is in the shower. I'm gonna take a shower next after my favorite PJs in the world are in the dryer. Once they're dry, I'm taking a shower. Dinner's in the crock pot. It'll be ready in 45 minutes, and I'm calling the weekend. I'm calling it. I'm gonna clean off my desk, get ready for the week, and it's gonna be a good one. It really is. A beautiful day, beautiful weekend. We got a lot done. Next weekend we already have a list going of everything that we have to get done because Landon will be up and there's gonna be a lot going on. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And also the Etsy and Poshmark thing may not be up on Tuesday. I took a bunch of pictures today. I just haven't done anything else. So I might even get to it tonight. I'll start on it tomorrow. So if you see this video, I'll put everything down in the description box below so that when stuff starts posting, if you want to buy boy clothes, some of my clothes are there. Aiden usually wears like mediums and larges, and they're pretty nice shirts. And some Dickie jeans I know are in there. Some of my 1950 skirts are going in. And on the Etsy shop probably won't be up yet until, I'm gonna wait until next weekend. I'm gonna focus on these clothes first. So I will see you very soon, and let me know down in the comments if you enjoy these videos. I know they're very long, but this is also a time for us to see everything going on from one week to the next, the progress that we're making. So I'm gonna go ahead and close off this video. Y'all have a great week.